Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Chords, that's Draven Grimes, and it's Tuesday, so with us is...
The definition!
As always, is Edgar from the Heel Shit Podcast.
I had an aneurysm.
Draven's, all right, he's back. We got some news. We got the biggest news stories of the week for you guys. We got some Money in the Bank winners.
What you drink?
We got Cena Punk announcement. We got a few other things. We'll get into it right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Boys, isn't it great to be alive on a Tuesday night?
What is going on, fellas?
Not
Living
much.
the dream, my guy. Edgar, how you doing tonight?
Dark, why'd you put your hat on, dude? You look so good with your fresh shaven.
Because whenever
my
we
chrome
do the
everything.
fucking TikTok videos, we want him to think that he's just talking to himself.
Ah, yes. Good point. How was your guys' weekend?
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
Had another show. It was all right.
We had, Draven had a show, and we had River City WrestleCon this weekend. So
We bought a lot
that was
more
fun.
figures than we wanted to.
We bought some shit.
We bought a lot more shit than we wanted.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Did you guys catch the Worlds Collide?
No, it was at the first day of the con, and he was in
I was on the
Western
road.
Florida.
Yeah. It is on
Yeah,
my
dude,
list to get through this week. If I can quit watching The Gentleman for one fucking day. Dude, it's a good movie. Have you ever seen The Gentleman, by the way? As Matthew
Nah, dude, I
McConaughey,
prefer
Charlie
ladies.
Hunnam, Colin Farrell. Like, what is wrong with you people?
My bad.
It's on Netflix, for God's sakes.
Well, fuck. So's a lot of things.
Yeah, but this is like worth to watch.
Okay.
It's
well,
a movie or a TV show?
Technically both, but you got to watch the movie.
Because I think I've seen the TV show.
Yeah, it's like 8 episodes on Netflix for a TV show. But you got to watch the movie. How are
Okay.
you with the word cunt?
How am I? I mean, I'm pretty used to it because BT Knight, the guy that's on our show, the Australian guy, uses it a lot. Like
Yeah.
very.
Then yeah, you'll
Common.
love this fucking
Yeah.
movie. Anyway, how are you doing tonight? We ain't really talked about you too much.
dude, I'm everywhere. I've got single parent duty this week.
My man. He's such a good daddy.
Yeah.
Such a good daddy.
My wife and my oldest daughter went out to Orlando.
So that's why Rip's not answering his phone. They're holding him hostage.
uh,
Do it. Anyway,
at least they're not holding me hostage.
true. So we're talking wrestling, or are we talking movies?
I think we probably should at some point. Yeah.
Probably talk wrestling, yeah.
I thought this was WIM, Weekend Movies.
Nope.
Oh,
What do we
Okay,
got
cool.
first, Edgar?
anyway.
Well, I'd like to go in order here, starting from the Money in the Bank over the weekend. We saw the winners for the men and the women's, and I want to get your thoughts on these two winners. First, the men's Money in the Bank winner turned out to be Seth Rollins, and I thought it was a very interesting choice. What do you guys think this means going forward now that Gunther's the new champion? We have a heel briefcase holder and a heel world champion.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Seth is one who probably won't rush it. So I was really, I was really kind of confused that Gunther won the belt back already. So I'm kind of like, what the hell is Seth gonna do? I'm sure they'll run it back, but I can't see Jay beating Gunther for the belt again for some reason.
Spoiler.
What?
He wanted to go in order with starting at Money in the Bank. We didn't even get to Monday Night Raw yet.
Well, he said something about Gunther being the new champion now with Seth. What is Seth going to do? And it's cloudy to me. I don't know where unless he's going to, when Cody eventually wins it back from Cena.
What if Cody?
Maybe he goes that direction. Like, what do you guys think he's going to do with the briefcase?
Y'all want me to cook?
Cook.
Cooketh the SmackDown.
Let's talk. What's this whole group about? Seth's whole group. What is it about?
Dominance.
Power control.
Power and control. Who has power and control of the entire company?
Triple H. The Rock.
Your favorite Mark.
The Rock.
The Rock. Who is controlling John fucking Cena?
The Rock.
The Rock. What if this turns into a thing of kind of like what I predicted a couple months back, where Cena gets too out of control and The Rock has no other choice but to lean on Seth fucking Rollins. And in turn of that, Seth tells him to fuck off, has a match with fucking Dwayne, beats Dwayne for the Money in the Bank briefcase, because, sometimes they put it up like title matches. And on the last pay-per-view, we have Cody versus Cena. Cena wins. Seth cashes in on Cena. Because by that time, you'll have enough time for him to switch over to be a babyface. You can dissolve this faction if you want to, or build him up to be fucking babyfaces. Braun's going to be a fucking hell of a babyface. And with Paul on the stick, all he has to do is just use his little ways of twisting and bending his words to get the fans on his side. It's not hard for Paul Heyman to go heel one week and babyface another.
No.
I think Seth is going to be the one to end Cena's reign.
Really? And you think he's going to do
Long
it as
game.
a babyface?
Long game, yes.
Hmm.
Because what's the one thing that Seth and Cody have? Mutual respect. What if they get into a thing to where, regardless of who comes out of this, let's guarantee John Cena does not come out of so-and-so, whatever pay-per-views at the end of the fucking year, as the champion.
Yeah.
Seth and Cody could be this generation's John.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's an interesting.
Again,
play.
I'm thinking long game here. I'm also not even worried about the World Heavyweight Championship because, let's face it, I've never been worried about that fucking title anyway.
Yeah, I certainly think that he would prefer to go after the WWE Championship. When I envision it, I see them trying to run back the heist of the century at that pay-per-view, where he comes in during
Midway through the title match, becomes a triple threat, and he curb stomps Roman and gets the fucking pin, and that way Lesnar still looks strong and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we all know WrestleMania.
So during the Cena Cody match, he can break in, and I don't think he has to be. What up, James? What up, Richard? He doesn't have to be a babyface to do it. He just cashes in the middle of the match, and depending on who they want to look strong, he curb stops the other one.
It also depends on whether he's babyface or heel at that time.
Right.
He's a heel, he can curb stomp both of them and just back them on top of each other.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot they can do. I still don't know that he needed it, but I guess there's some interesting options that can come out of it.
He was the safe bet, and because the only other one that legitimately needed it at this time was L.A. Knight. Yeah. And
But we-
again, for another fucking year, he was right fucking there. And it almost feels like a Kofi thing at the Rumble.
Right.
Where it's going to be every year, he's like right there at it. He got the fucking ring in his hand and it just slips away.
Yeah, it's looking like that, but maybe, I mean, we've talked about him needing to go away for a while also.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe he disappears for a while right now. I don't know.
It'd be smart money. Bring him back at SummerSlam.
Because there's a lot that has to happen before the end of the year. Like, we're definitely going to see Reigns come back. We got to see Reigns come back.
We have 17 dates left for Cena.
17 dates left. I don't think he's retiring as champion. I think he loses that last match.
Oh, I 100% agree with that.
I don't know. Edgar, what do you feel about this? Where do you see it going?
Well, the Friday Night SmackDown before Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins made it clear that this is not just about control over Monday Night Raw. It's about SmackDown also.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I saw Gunther become World Heavyweight Champion again, I'm like, I don't see Seth Rollins cashing in on Gunther because Gunther's a heel. But then I guess I just forget sometimes that John Cena is also a heel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, did they really just like fuck themselves by putting the briefcase on Seth and putting the belt on Gunther? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm afraid this is all gonna tie into CM Punk, which
What
we'll
up,
get
Still?
into here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as LA Knight goes, you guys don't see him winning King of the Ring?
It's
'Cause
too
he's in
soon.
it.
I want to see who's in the semifinals first before I say. So I
Okay.
want to get through Friday Night SmackDown and see those two fatal four ways.
All right.
Are
But
they
yeah, as far
both?
as Seth Rollins goes, I actually think he's gonna cash in on John Cena as well.
Yeah.
But do you feel that he's gonna stay heel and do it, or we looking at a tweener? We turning babyface? Is that faction going to dissolve? Is that faction going to be involved in this decision of him winning the title?
Yeah.
There's very many variables.
To
going on
me,
here.
There
if they
is.
stay a faction, I think they have to stay heel.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
only because all the pieces put together are just great as heels, but
It also
factions, to me, are better as heels. I could see them, turning baby and splitting off maybe, but I don't see them being a babyface faction.
and that would really factor into Seth winning the title at the end of the year because you got Braun and Bronson both beating the hell out of Cena and Cody. It's going to be just like Money in the Bank. Pickens.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, when he comes in, if he cashes in, that makes it a three-way and no disqualifications.
Or he just has them fucking beat the shit out of him, cause a disqualification in that title match, and then cash in afterwards.
Could be that.
Because remember, once you cash in Money in the Bank, whether it's in that match or you're starting a brand new match, either way, title match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if Seth Rollins does go after Cena, I mean, it's just going to be the guy that wants to ruin wrestling versus the guy that wants to take over the company.
Right.
So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense either. So I don't
becomes the
know,
lesser
man.
of two evils. In which that'd give Cody another storyline to
Well,
get into Mania next year.
Not necessarily, because in Seth's mind, him being in control saves wrestling.
Yeah,
So they're
he's a
not as
future, right?
conflicting. They're congruent. Like that could work.
But you also got to think of it from this point of view. 90% of the villains in the world think they're the good guy.
Right, but specifically about killing and saving the industry, they're on two opposite sides of the coin. Like, Cena explicitly wants to ruin wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and Seth thinks he's the only thing that can save wrestling. So it could be an interesting story there.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Let that shit cook for a few months. Don't just tease it every other. It would dang.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was cute.
Cute. Well, sexy. Fucking sexy.
Not a Tuesday without me getting kicked out, huh?
I guess
I know
so.
you didn't even mention the cocksucker yet. So
Ah.
You didn't mention Logan Paul yet, and you already
Damn,
got
I
kicked.
forgot. Fuck.
all right.
All right, and then we got the other side of the coin.
Yes, for the women's Money in the Bank, Naomi, not what I was expecting at all whatsoever. Does this choice make any sense to you guys as the winner for the women's Money in the
Dude,
Bank?
My eyes couldn't roll in the back of my head any harder.
Serious. I can't with this Naomi character, man. Even her facial expressions make me cringe. Like her just trying to look mean makes me want to change the channel.
How do you think Jimmy feels?
Yeah.
Just picture up, put it on the counter. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up. It's like there's nothing. This whole, I don't know. She is a shit heel to me. She's a worker. Let her just be a fucking worker. Why did she win this? I don't know why. Why?
Her prime's come and gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like her momentum as being one of the top women are gone. And you want good examples? Stephanie Vicker, Julia, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Bygod Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green. The list can go on.
Yeah.
Naomi's time is coming on. She is a diva.
Yep.
And in that era, she was top dog, but now she's not. She was better off in TNA. Let's call it what it is.
No, yeah, she definitely was better in TNA.
Oh, Jordan Grace. I forgot to mention Jordan. I'm sorry.
Oh well, yeah. She's never far from my mind, so you didn't have to mention. But no, it makes zero sense to me. I was hoping Alexa Bliss would win it, honestly, personally, but pretty much anybody else other than Naomi. And what's going to happen is there's going to be some kind of thing where Jade is beating Tiffy. She's going to cash in there. Bianca's going to play a role in it one way or the other. James, you the man. Thank you, brother. I don't know where Bianca is going to fit into all of this, but she's definitely going to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, is her feud with Jade really worth giving her the Money in the Bank briefcase? And I don't fucking think so.
Nope. It was a wasted opportunity. You had 2 recent call-ups, 2 legendary performers, one that just came back this year.
And looked amazing. Alexa Bliss is still badass.
Mm-hmm. Ripley, badass.
Oh.
Stephanie Vicker,
Always.
badass. There were so many better options in this match that this is legitimately. And sorry, Booker, this is a shucky ducky quack quack what the fuck moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were gonna go with one of the newer talents in that women's division, because this match there was 3 veterans and 3 like new up and comers, like the veterans being Naomi, Rhea, and Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of like the men's Money in the Bank, it ended up going to someone who has been there for a really long time. But I'm with you guys.
In the men's Money in the Bank, that was a safe bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like they gave it to fucking Andrade.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it was so out of left field. Like, I didn't see it live. I saw the result, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I went back and watched it, but...
Why'd you do?
Yeah, it's hard for me to buy into Naomi as well as a heel, especially when you got Big E telling her how great she is and how she deserves it. And then she gets all emo and starts crying and like gets all emotional.
But you're a fucking heel. Why are you crying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be crying if there's fucking razor blades in your fucking hair. The fuck?
Razor blades in your hair, the proceed with... Bitch, shut the fuck up. I don't mean.
No, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I mean,
Get off my television.
It's
Get off my 2K roster.
a really bad character. Sorry, it's a bad character.
I'm not sorry. I'm saying the same thing you are. They should have just let her go in the mid card.
Can you imagine what kind of cool shit they could have done if Alexa Bliss was the Money in the Bank winner? Like, you know, whether they put her with as the leader of the Wyatt Six or not.
She needs to stay far away from that right now.
I think so too. But the spooky shit that she could do by herself, like it could have been so fun for her to be the Money in the Bank winner. But they fucking wasted it.
Anybody else feel disappointed right now? Yeah.
Thank you, Owen.
Even though I was disappointed. But you know what makes everything better?
We
pay some bills.
Pay some bills. Gonna throw to our first commercial and we'll be back with more news.